Today I'll be answering this question of, does couples therapy work for abusive relationship? Actually, this is a very, very interesting question. In fact, last month I was talking to a friend who was considering couples therapy, and then because he's a friend, of course, I cannot help because it's someone close to me. So I was telling him that, yeah, couples therapy is awesome, but the best couples therapy is the therapy where the two of you are first separated. Like, you're not really doing couples therapy to save the relationship. You are doing couples therapy for each of you to grow. And then now, after you've grown, you come together to set relationship goals. So let me explain how it works. So couples therapy in itself, if the main purpose of couples therapy is to save the relationship or to save the abusive relationship, it will not work. Because couples therapy to save an abusive relationship is still keeping you in an abusive relationship. And the best couple therapy is growing the relationship. So a relationship cannot grow if one person, let's say you now, you are the one who wants the couple therapy. If you now wants the relationship to work, but the other party doesn't want the relationship to work. So let's say the abuser doesn't feel that there's a problem in the relationship because they are getting their needs met. They're exploiting you, they're manipulating you, they're abusing you. So it feels to them that they are getting their needs met. But for you, you are feeling that you are not getting your needs met. So there's this person, so it's a power complex here. There's this person who's okay with the relationship, and there's you now who is not okay with the abuse. So even if you go for a couple therapy, like mostly it's talking to your pastor or talking to your parents, sometimes it won't really work because the other person is not taking full ownership of what they are doing to you. Instead, if you go to a couples therapy where the emphasis is on you knowing what you really want, it's not really about keeping the relationship, because if the goal is keeping the relationship, already you are starting on the wrong foot. The goal is to first for you to grow, because once you grow, once you are able to have a good self-esteem, once you are able to feel that you are not dependent on the relationship for you to live, that's when now you can say that you can have a relationship. But if you really feel that you cannot lose the relationship, you don't want to lose the relationship, it won't work. And then also someone who's not willing to, who's still blaming everyone for their problems, like let's say an abuser who is not accountable for their actions, they might even go for the couples therapy but still end up manipulating the couples therapist, because and then now you may find yourself in a point where you are the one who's to blame for everything. So the best couples therapy for an abusive relationship is therapy where everyone else grows separately. Let's say you want to really keep the relationship. Let's say you don't want to leave the relationship. You can't see beyond it. The best thing is not really setting goals for the relationship. It's more of therapy where they do therapy for you to heal the damages you've already gone through in your life, to heal the traumas, to work on those things. And then now, after a certain number of sessions, you come back together. Then you now see if this is the relationship you want. If your partner still behaves the same way before the couples therapy, it means that they've not changed. But for you now, because you've changed, you'll be able to see things clearly. You'll be able to understand, actually, wow, you are being subjected to manipulation and abuse. Like, you are dealing with someone who doesn't want to take responsibility for their actions. And if you keep forcing this relationship to be, you are also falling to the same boat of not wanting to be accountable for your actions or not wanting to change. Because something about couples therapy sometimes is we want the other person to change, but we've not really looked at the aspect of maybe I'm the one who needs to change, and maybe the solution for me is not in the working of the relationship, it's in leaving the relationship, or it's stepping outside the relationship. Yes, I know you want to keep the relationship. Let's say you've been together for 10 years, but sometimes the best couples therapy is the one which gives you the option also of walking away, not just working on the relationship. Because how can you work on the problem within the problem? Sometimes you may have to step out of the problem so that you can see from a different perspective. So yeah, you may want to go to your best man, your best what, or your pastor, but always look at it first from the individual perspective. Because what happens also is, if after this couples therapy both of you change, Like both of you change your perspectives, it will mean that the relationship will grow, and now you can set conscious steps to improve the relationship. So don't start with setting the conscious steps. No, start now with working on the unconscious, which are the deep fears you have about the relationship. And then now you come together, and then you now work on the conscious steps. That's the best couples therapy. Working on you first, and then you come together and you build a relationship. Not working on the relationship first and then you come to you. No, that will not really work. You will end up going round and round and being stuck in an abusive relationship. So when you're considering doing this couple therapy, yes, do it, but also do it for your own good, not for the relationship. Hope you found that informative, guys. Until next time, have a nice day.